Welcome to Good Mythical More. Can we choose the mother of a celebrity from a lineup?
I bet you we can, bootcha. But first, let's donate $1,000 to Stand Up to Cancer to aid in their mission to raise funds to accelerate the pace of groundbreaking research that can get new therapies to patients quickly and save lives now. You can join us in giving at standuptocancer.org/redling.
Good stuff, man.
You feel better now that we're not attached by the head?
So much, man.
Maybe in preparation for the next time we do that, what we could do is maybe just once a week, we take a minute or two and we just attach ourselves into that thing and we just have a conversation. And then we just build up. You build up a tolerance. 1 minute next week, 2 minutes the following week, 3 minutes. We work our way up until you can actually do it for about 15 minutes and be okay with it. And then everything will be fine.
Well, then I wouldn't be grumpy. And I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, right.
In those episodes.
Yeah.
So
then you could just be happy.
Let me see your kombucha now that I haven't.
You don't seem to be into the idea.
I'm not. You betcha.
Well, he's still grumpy.
Nice.
I'm going to have to approach him when he's not grumpy. Which that's usually right after he
That's retro, man. That is retro, man. Like it. All right, let's see a lineup.
I missed when Link wasn't grumpy. I missed what you said.
It's have you ever had a lot of experience with maybe like a preschooler, and like what happens is if they need a nap, they're you don't want to approach them. And then if they wake up naturally from their nap, you have about a 7-minute window.
Mm-hmm.
That's Link's window as well.
Of what?
Not grumpy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. How much you know about mothers?
I know a lot about mothers.
I know where they come from. They come from children. Think about it.
Mothers come from mothers.
True. Yeah. That's true as well.
Mothers come from children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll just jump into it then. Which of these soulful singers is Maya Rudolph's mother? Is it Ronnie Spector, best known for singles like Be My Baby from her time in the Ronettes, Etta James, best known for At Last, or Minnie Riperton, best known for the whistle note classic Lovin' You?
I did not know this.
That she came from a famous mother?
But I think it's got to be Ronnie Spector. I mean, I can see the resemblance.
It's definitely
Could be Riperton.
It's not Etta James. I'm going to go with Minnie Riperton.
The answer is Minnie Riperton.
Minnie Riperton and Maya Rudolph.
Of them from Maya's childhood, and Minnie unfortunately passed away at the age of 31.
Oh no!
Due to breast cancer, but her lovely voice, music, and children continue to positively impact people all over the world.
Look at little Maya Rudolph's face. That's so cute.
She looks like
Maya Rudolph is a child.
She knows what awaits her.
Her fame or her mother dying.
That's the face of what awaits Maya?
No, it's like she just looks like, yeah, I got this figured out.
Oh.
I'm young, but I've got this life figured out. Why are you taking my picture right now? Precocious. Is that what you call that? Precocious?
Yeah. Precocious, yeah.
That's what you also call Brussels sprouts.
Cruciferous.
Yeah.
Cruciferous.
Okay. I think you're going to know this one. Which of these decorated actresses is Gwyneth Paltrow's mother? Do you know it without options?
I thought I knew this. The mother?
Yeah, that's the
I was like,
game.
So no fathers. I don't know why.
Gwyneth Paltrow doesn't have a father.
That.
She was asexually reproduced from her mother.
I think I'll know it when I see it.
She started as a growth. And I know it's just a joke. It's just a joke. We're big. What is it called? What's her brand?
Goop.
We're big Goop guys. You know that.
Okay, your options are
We've got a vagina candle in every room of our house.
Shelley Long.
Known for Cheers and Modern Family. Blythe Danner, known for the Meet the Parents series and Butterflies Are Free. Or Ellen Burstyn, known for Requiem of a Dream and The Exorcist.
I don't know this.
Shelley Long is definitely not her
It's
mom.
not Shelley Long.
It might be Blythe Danner. Blythe Danner.
I haven't seen those Meet the Parents movies, but I'm thinking that it's Blythe Danner too.
It's Blake Dinner, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought you would know that.
Okay, and is that her younger sister there on her right?
Her daughter.
Oh.
Apple, right?
That's Apple.
Oh, that's Apple.
Yeah.
Apple's all grown up.
Yeah.
That's Chris Martin's daughter as well. Is that the Chris Martin
Yeah.
Paltrow offspring?
That's the first time I heard the term co-parenting. And not the last. in My home.
Oh, not the last.
You know what? You know what's sad is the thing that I know Shelley Long the most from is the Brady Bunch movies. Have you ever seen one of those? All the parody movies of Brady Bunch.
She's the mom?
Yeah, she's the mom.
The more
really good, huh?
The early 2000s ones?
Yeah,
I didn't watch any of those.
Yeah.
they're like stupidly good in my opinion. Like it's worth a dive into that series.
A watch party?
Is that really what I'm going to do this weekend?
For you, I suggest Meet the Parents.
Yeah, start there.
Brett, yeah. Which of these multi-hyphen celebrities is Zoe Deutsch's mother?
Who is Zoe Deutsch? Let's start there.
She's an actress.
What was she in?
She's in.
What? Stevie,
She's
she
in
seems like one of those
Zombieland.
actresses you would like.
Because she's pretty? Yeah. She's very pretty.
She's in what?
She just had a movie that came out. Not okay. Okay.
I didn't see that one, but
Okay,
I recognize
I've
her.
memorized her face.
Zoe
Now-
Deutsch.
Now let me see her mom's.
Is it Leah Thompson, best known for Back to the Future, Dennis the Menace, and Howard the Duck? Brooke Shields, supermodel and actress known for several films and TV series like Suddenly Susan, or Jane Seymour, best known for her role as Bond
Dr.
Girl.
Quinn.
If she's Medicine Woman's daughter, that would be super cool.
She is, man. She's Medicine Woman's daughter.
She's not Brooke Shields' daughter. I think she's Jane Seymour's daughter. I agree.
Yeah.
Nah, she's Leah Thompson's daughter.
Okay, now you
I
can
see
see it.
I see it now.
Now you can see it.
They favor.
Who's the father? Is this a MORE situation, or do we know?
The father is not famous, I don't believe. Maybe he's in the industry. He's a director.
I was talking yesterday to someone and I said, they favor. And I was like, is that a Southernism? Do you know what I'm talking about? And he said, yeah, I've never heard that.
I would have said they favor one another. Are you saying specifically
Yeah.
to take out one another?
Yeah.
Just to say
well,
they favor?
No, well,
Or use the term favor as somebody looks like it.
yeah, both. Is it a Southernism? I didn't think it was.
Say it again.
They
you say-
favor one another.
If you say you favor one another, everyone knows what I mean, right? And I just shortened it to, they favor.
Which is harder to pick up on, but...
But I thought he would still say, I know what I've heard that.
Who were you talking to? Were you at a party?
I was at a party, yeah.
Okay, you're in the corner?
No,
Or were you in the party?
I didn't want to talk about horses, so I was kind of at the coffee table,
Okay.
more central.
I like corners because there's only two ways that people can get out of the conversation.
This way or that way?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You're gonna know this. Maya Hawke from Stranger Things.
Oh, yes. We know that
Could
her
be Ethan
mom
Hawke.
is, or her dad is Ethan Hawke, and her mom
Uma
is
Thurman.
Uma Thurman.
There we go. Yeah.
What a power couple. Are they not together? Were they ever together? Is that one of those things?
At least once.
Yeah. Sure. You didn't say that Maya Hawke was an actress that I would like.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
okay.
Why is that?
Well, go back to the previous picture.
Okay.
Looks a little young. Looks a little too young.
Fair.
Fair. All right.
Jack Quaid.
Oh, he is Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's.
Oh,
Hey,
yes, Meg Ryan.
Yeah. You've done it. You've done it. Sans options.
Yes. I mean, if you haven't watched The Boys, come on now.
Jack Quaid.
Come on, just watch it. I mean, it's rough.
It's
It's a little rough and tumble.
If you're not into the rough and tumble,
If you
then
can't
don't
take the
watch
rough and
it.
tumble, if you can't get through episode 1, and you can't get through. You can't get through it. But if you get through episode 1, you're gonna love it. And he's great in it.
I only have one left for you because you're
Okay.
so good.
So fast.
at
Let's
mothers.
act dumb about this one, even if we know it.
Okay.
Okay. Kaya Gerber, is that how you say it?
Oh, I know who her mom is.
Kaya Gerber.
You can do this.
What is she from? A CW show?
I think she's
She's a model, and she looks a lot like her mom. And
And is her mom a model?
we looked at her mom quite a
Models making models?
bit as we were, on the cover of magazines in grocery
Sid-
store.
Cindy Crawford.
Yes.
I see it. Karen Mulder or Linda Evangelista? I'm gonna go with Linda Evangelista.
I mean,
You know what? I'm gonna change my answer.
This would have been
Karen
super
Mulder.
easy to get too
No,
if you didn't know, because I mean, look at those eyes and those eyebrows. Now go see them side by side. I mean, she just
Same eyebrows. Same Pepsi commercial eyebrows.
Who's the dad here?
The Gerber baby. All grown up.
looking it up.
So let's see the reveal here. Let's see her and there's the dad right there.
Because there's a lot
Probably.
of. I mean, I just got to say, there's a lot of
Neil
pressure.
Patrick Harris.
There's a lot of pressure when you marry. You're about to reproduce with someone who's known for being really stunningly good looking, because you're like, I don't want to screw this up for the offspring. I don't want them to get something from my face. But I think that dad's got a pretty just well proportioned face that just mapped onto Cindy Crawford's face pretty well to make kids.
I would call him Neil Patrick Harness.
And it's funny that
Where's his harness?
the son looks just like
Under
the
his
dad.
sweatshirt.
The mom looks just like Cindy, and the son looks just like the dad. And Trevor, yes.
Trevor getting. Look how long those birthday candles are. Now that we've got time to, really talk about this photo.
Well, I've been slacked an additional list that we don't have reveals for, but we can still play along.
Okay, cool.
Kate Hudson.
Her mom is, oh gosh,
You know this one.
Kate Hudson's mom.
is who looks just like her. Is
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
There you go.
Yes.
Dakota Johnson.
Johnson? Is that an Olympic athlete? Is she the gymnast?
50 Shades of Grey was
Shawn Johnson.
correct.
Oh, Dakota Johnson is 50 Shades of Grey.
Her mom is
I'm trying to picture. She's got a very recognizable look, so you can kind of
Lily Tomlin.
try to. It's another actress. You map it onto that face, mapped onto. I don't know. Hint.
Working Girl. Lolita.
Hints that mean something to me.
Her name rhymes with Schmelanie.
Oh,
Smelly?
Melanie Griffith.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, she kind of looks like her.
She does. She does look like her.
She looks like her mother.
What else?
I'm
You giving up?
I'm going down.
You going down slowly?
Well,
Go all the way.
That's a good one. Margaret Qualley. Oh, you're not going to know who. I don't know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know her mom.
Uh-huh.
Her mom is Annie. She's from North Carolina. She was in Groundhog Day. Mm-hmm. What's her name?
It's Andy, not Andy.
Andy McDowell.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. You were like kind of proud about that one. Like you were really playing like, ooh, I know. Like I like that. That was
Yeah,
into
and
it.
she's she's a good actor too.
What
The
is
daughter's
she
a good
in?
actor. She was
What's
in
the daughter
Once
in?
Upon a Time in Hollywood. She was like the girl at the
Oh.
thing, and then she was in.
She also was in her most recent movie. What was that? Sanctuary. Which is about a.
church.
It's not the word isn't. It's not BDSM, but it's she's a madam. It's about but it's more specific than that. And there's only 2 actors in the entire movie, And
One madam and one what?
well, it's one of the guys from Girls and her, and it's about their relationship in this hotel room. And recently, Cassie and I went to. We were up in a small town for the weekend, and we needed something to do on a Monday. And Cassie found like a small movie theater that only had 2 little screens.
Okay.
And so
This was one of them?
so we walked. So she said, "Well, they have 2 movies playing. One is not in English, and the other one is Sanctuary, and it has Margaret Qualley." And I was like, "Oh, Margaret Qualley, let's go see that one." And I didn't know more of the description.
Cassie let you decide?
Well, it was a discussion.
Okay.
And so we walked up to the movie theater. When you went inside the movie theater, because there's only 2 theaters, the concessions stand was the ticket booth. It was about 3 feet away from the entrance as well.
That's cool. I like it when
This
they
is
do
all
that.
very fitting for watching a movie that only has 2 people in it.
Yeah. And this was the type of movie theater too that like they didn't even have a drink fountain. They had like canned sodas.
Oh.
And they had 2 people working there who were very excited that we had come into theater because
Happy
it
to be
turns out we were the only people in the entire movie theater for those 2 screenings. The only people in our screening. And so one of the gentlemen walked us back to the theater and told us to enjoy the show.
I'll show you the best seats. Right in the middle.
Yeah. And it was
Happy Monday.
I want to, and maybe this is closed-minded of me. It was essentially a softcore porn film
What's the name of it?
Cassie and I went to go see by ourselves in this theater, Sanctuary. So that's my most recent experience with Margaret Qualley.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, it was a time.
It's quite a Monday. Yeah. Well, that's a Monday to not forget. I'm glad you told us about it.
Yeah. We collaborated with Guess Who to create a mythical Guess Who game. You gotta join Third Degree monthly by October 31st to get it, mythicalsociety.com.